Hey, hello there guys, Proxens here, and welcome back to another video on the channel. So this is something that's a little bit different than what I've normally done in terms of news on stuff. I normally do Pokemon news, but this is actually something different. It's a Yo-Kai Watch news video. So basically, the other day, a trailer for Yo-Kai Watch 3 was released, and I'm going to be looking at that and explaining some stuff that I got from it, and through the help of some of my friends who know Japanese, I was able to understand a larger part of it. So anyways, here we go. So basically, the other day, a trailer was released for Yo-Kai Watch 3. In that trailer, there's a bunch of new information that's really awesome. The main thing being that there's 3 games coming out, technically 3, but actually 2, because it's like there's 2 physical games coming out, but within those 2 games there's another separate game with it. I'll go into more detail on that shortly, but first off, the first game that is going to be coming out is the new Yo-Kai Watch 3 version, which is Yo-Kai Watch 3 Sukiyaki version. And basically, this third version of Yo-Kai Watch 3 is something that I believe they already had planned prior to, like, well, actually after release of Yo-Kai Watch 3 originally, because it's something that I'm assuming they've been working on for like a while now, and they just decided, hey, this is a good time to release a trailer on it. Anyways, this new version is something that's going to be a little bit different than Sushi and Tempura. It is the third version of it, but instead of following like a fully similar line of progression as it was in the actual Sushi Tempura game, it's actually different. So basically, the story of it is going to be similar to the movie that is coming out in Japan 2 days after the release of the game itself, and that movie is called Yo-Kai Watch the Movie, The Flying Whale, and the Grand Adventure of the Double Worlds, meow, exclamation mark. So, yeah. So basically, it follows most of the story of that. I don't know the exact story of that. I haven't seen a trailer of it or anything to like know more detail about it, but it's just said that it's going to be very like closely tied with the story of that, but also it's gonna tie in with Sushi and Tempura itself. So that's not the only thing that was revealed in the trailer itself. There was another game revealed, which is basically the combination of Yo-Kai Watch 3 Sushi and Yo-Kai Watch 3 Tempura versions, and they're basically getting combined into a large bundle, I guess you could say. The way they're doing it is they're taking both of the versions and they're putting them into an all-in-one version of the game, and I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work, but I'm pretty sure you can just load up the game and you can play either versions. Again, don't quote me on that, because I'm not 100% sure about it, since there's not much detail about how it works. It just says that there's going to be Yo-Kai Watch 3 Sushi / Tempura, but in one thing. So, yeah. And another thing that was shown in the trailer was a new version of Yo-Kai Watch Busters, or Blasters as goes by the localized name. And this new version is called Yo-Kai Watch Blasters or Busters T. And the way this works is it's an evolution, I guess, a change, a new version, expansion. There's so many possible words you could use to describe it, but instead of it being directly like the original Yo-Kai Watch Busters game, this one will be a little bit different in the sense where you are the yokai and you're playing along with players, and you want to, like, you go around hidden dungeons and you take on bosses, but like that's normally what you do in the original one, where you just go to the places, you'd fight bosses and stuff, you'd fight yokai and all of that. But it's a little bit different in this one, because instead of just fighting the yokai themselves or the bosses, you actually have the ability to search for hidden treasure and all of that, which personally I really like the idea of that. And another thing that's coming alongside with that is the new Komasan and Jibanyan, like recolors or redone, I guess. It's basically a new version of the two that are, I'm assuming, exclusive to that itself. And this is actually like a key point of the box art of the Yo-Kai Watch 3 Sushi Tempura box, because it like shows the two on the front of the box art there, and it's also got like so as you can see on the box art, which is on screen now, you can see that it says Yo-Kai Watch 3 Sushi Tempura, and below that it says that thing there with the T, and basically that's saying this is like the Yo-Kai Watch Busters treasure thing. So it's just saying it's got sushi, tempura, and busters in it for the price of, I'm not sure because I haven't converted the price from yen to dollars, and it's probably going to be expensive anyways to get it over to here. I mean, I'm going to play this. Like, once it comes out, I'm going to get both of the games and actually play through them. But other than that, there's more stuff in the trailer itself. One of those other things being a reveal of a new type of yokai, and this yokai is a god yokai. And the way this works is that if you take the different versions of Yo-Kai Watch, for example, Sushi Tempura and the new one coming out, which is Sukiyaki, as previously mentioned, you'll be able to get these new yokai. And the way they work is you get your game, and I'm not exactly sure how they're going to do it, but you get your game, Sushi, Tempura, or Sukiyaki, and you're able to connect them, and through that connection you get specific yokai. I'm not sure about all the names, but I know that if you connect Sushi and Sukiyaki, you get one. If you connect Tempura and Sukiyaki, you get one. If you connect all three, you get a certain one, and I don't know, there's like a fourth one, but I'm pretty sure you get that anyways. So yeah, basically, depending on what you do, you get different yokai, and that's how it works. And they're all new, and they're very interesting to say the least. They're a different style from what I've seen any of the other yokai up till now. So yeah. And another thing that shows up in the video, like the actual trailer, which I forgot to mention is actually linked down below in the description if you want to check that out, is the reveal of a lot, and I mean a lot, of new yokai. And this thing shows, I'd say, over 40 new yokai that I had no idea about. And maybe they're probably not even new, but they look new to me, and there's a lot of them. There is a lot of them, and some of them are very interesting, like the style, especially for the ones that I'm assuming are based on Yo-Kai Watch Busters, which are on screen now. So they look like they have some sort of Egyptian influence to them, I'm assuming, just because one of them looks like a little pharaoh casket there, and some of the other ones have their styles changed. For example, you see the Kyuubi in the upper left hand corner has its style changed, and Venoct has its style changed as well, and a bunch of other ones have their style changed as well. And then there's a bunch of new ones as well, which are very interesting to say the least, especially the new, I'm going to assume that this is its name. I've seen it around, but I'm not exactly 100% sure, but I believe the new one is Koalanyan, which is going to play a role in the games. I believe it's Koalanyan. And, yeah, so it's on screen now, and this one actually plays a role in the movies and the Sukiyaki version of the game. So, yeah, and also there's some new version of Usapion. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what it's based on, but it's pretty cool. And an actual, a special thing that comes with the Sukiyaki version of the game is a dream medal for Lord Enma. And for those who remember, or those who have gotten Sushi and Tempura, in those games, whenever you got the box, you actually received a special dream medal in relation to the special yokai that is in your game. For example, if you got Tempura, you got a medal for Tamnyan. If you got a Sushi, you got one for the KK brothers. And now for Sukiyaki, you get one for Lord Enma. And also, back to the Sushi Tempura combination, from the box art, it looks like you might actually still get the dream medals for both of the versions. What I'm a little bit curious about is how big this box is gonna be. If there's gonna be one cartridge, if there's gonna be 2 cartridges, who knows? There might even be 3 cartridges. Anything is possible. But what I think is that there's just gonna be 1 cartridge that's different in a sense, where it has more storage internally. And then it just has the 3 options that you can choose, like, hey, I want to play sushi, or hey, I want to play tempura, or hey, I want to play Buster's tea. So that's just me theorizing a little bit there. I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna say that in the near future there might be more information coming out on all of this, because, you know, I feel like it's a interesting thing that would happen, you know, just giving more information on what's going to happen. I mean, I've never personally looked much at the Yo-Kai Watch Japanese trailers, so I don't have much of an idea if that'll ever happen, but I'm just going to say that it's a possibility, and we'll just have to wait and see if that actually happens. Anyways, to put everything all together, the Sukiyaki version of the game and the combined version of the game are both coming out on December 15th, 2016. The movie itself is coming out 2 days later on the 17th of 2016. And the Sukiyaki version is going to cost 4,800 yen, while the combined version is actually a little bit more expensive at 6,400 yen. But assuming that it's got both versions of the game plus Buster's tea, that's a pretty good price. That's like a really good price for that. So, yeah, that's it for this news video, I guess you could call it. It's more so just me looking at the trailer, summarizing some stuff with information that some of my friends helped me out with getting, and yeah, that's about it. And again, just to go over it, we've got 2 new versions, well, 2 new games, basically. There's Buster's Tea and Sukiyaki, and then the combination that is Sushi Tempura, and they're both coming out on the 15th. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. If you want to see more Yo-Kai Watch news, let me know, because I really enjoyed doing this, you know? It's different than any other news videos I've ever done. For example, all my Pokemon Sun and Moon news videos that I usually try to do. But yeah, like, this was fun. It was interesting, and for now, I'm gonna end off the video here. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and see you all next time. Bye, everybody.